When I was a child, my dad volunteered here. Every now and then I'd have the privilege of coming down with him on one of his volunteer shifts, and I got to meet the pygmy sperm whale Inky that they had in rehab for a while. I probably was maybe 4 years old, and in my mind I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grow up and I'm going to study marine biology, and I'm going to help care for these animals. To be able to do this work, which is extremely rewarding, is such a privilege, but then to be able to do it in your hometown, at your home aquarium where you essentially grew up is really, really special. So, yeah. And then having an animal like Duncan that you can connect with and care for on a daily basis. Like, I wake up every day and I can't wait to come in and see him. Duncan is a map pufferfish. So he came to us in 2012, then went on to exhibit for about 3 years. The aquarists at the main building noticed that all of the fabricated coral around Duncan's den started to disappear. They pulled him off exhibit, and sure enough, Duncan passed quite a bit of fabricated coral. We decided it was probably not a great idea to put him back on exhibit. I fell in love with Duncan immediately. So I wrote a proposal to kind of keep Duncan as a permanent resident of our Animal Care and Rescue Center, where he could interact with guests and kind of serve as an animal ambassador. Duncan will look forward to somebody walking up to his tank and having some kind of interaction. He makes eye contact with you. So when people come up to his window and he does the same with them and he's interacting with them, it's, the guests are getting the experience of this fish has his own personality. He's, it's making that connection. It's something about looking an animal in the eye and having them look back at you is, that's when a connection's made. You hate to say that he's your favorite because every single animal that comes through these doors, like, you care deeply about, and it's a privilege to work with every single one of them. But there's just some animals that just, make their way in your hearts more so than others, and Duncan made his way in a big way.